What's going on, guys? It's PokePond back with another video for you today. Today we're doing a spotlight on Crown Zenith. It's actually exploding in price on all of the price charts for sealed, slabs, singles. We're going to break down everything that's going on with the set, what I think the best places are to put your money in this set. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, we've got to talk about Crown Zenith. Today we're going to do a deep dive on the set. If you're new to the channel, basically every single week on a Saturday we review everything that's going on with the sealed product market. I do call myself a little bit of an expert in the sealed market. I've been buying, collecting, holding, investing sealed products for nearly 10 years now. And we've made some crazy predictions over the last year on the channel. Pretty much all of them have come true with the prices. So basically every Saturday I do a review of all sealed products, mainly across Sword and Shield era. And then I've started doing some videos now in the week where we're going to dive down into specific things, and I'm going to point out plays to you in the market. So Crown Zenith is the big one today. We're really going to break down exactly what's going on with this set and the reason why I'm talking to you about it now. Crown Zenith is starting to explode up in price, and it's really just getting started. You know that there's a lot of hype behind it when all the YouTubers are making videos on it. Even the big ones that really frown upon my kind of content and look down on us for holding sealed product, even all of those guys are talking about it. I've wanted to make this Crown Zenith video for a couple of weeks now. Myself, I've actually been slowly collecting some of the pieces from it. I hope that shows on camera. There's the Glaceon from Crown Zenith. I'm slowly collecting all the slabs. I've got I've got Glaceon on the way as well from this set, but we're going to break down all of the singles and slabs and stuff like that, and what I would recommend investing into, whether you like sealed product or whether you like slabs or singles or whatever. It's just exploding up in price, and it's really never going to get reprinted again. It's completely out of print window now. We have had some interesting products recently where you've had some big collection boxes that are American exclusives where they've got loads of Crown Zenith packs in, and it really just didn't even affect the price. So that's a really positive sign that Crown Zenith is undervalued at the moment. And you can see from the chart here, let's look at some charts and some prices, because I'm very data driven. I really don't trade on emotion at all. I'm all about the facts, the figures, the analytics. My day job, I'm actually a data analyst as well. So, this really is my ballpark, and it's what I love doing. I love looking at charts and trends, etc. So let's have a look at Crown Zenith then. Crown Zenith, for those of you who don't know, is the last set for Sword and Shield. It's also a holiday set or special set, which means it's not competitive. You can't use the cards within the trading card game in the official format. And it also means special sets are delivered slightly differently in terms of product. You can't get a booster box of 36 packs or 18 packs if you're in the EU. We have half booster boxes that you don't have over in NA. But yeah, basically it is elite trainer boxes. You can get booster bundles, but they're quite rare. Mainly collection boxes as well. There's also Pokemon Center exclusive elite trainer boxes as well, which we'll have a look at in a moment. But yeah, the big thing is you can't get booster boxes of it. So it just means that your pack to cost ratio is generally just going to be a little bit higher than other sets, because you're at maximum going to get 8 from an elite trainer box, or some of these products, like I said, some of these weird collection boxes that came out fairly recently can have 14 packs, 16 packs, etc. But we'll go into all of that detail in a minute. But let's just have a look now at the price movements. So the main elite trainer box, so it's a Sword and Shield elite trainer box, which means it has 8 booster packs in it. And you can just see over the last 3 months it's really just gone up in price. It's gone from $57 right up to now it's over $100 a box. and it's not going to slow down. It's just going to do this on the chart now. I think this is an incredibly undervalued Elite Trainer box for how old it is and how good the set is. We'll break down how good the set is in a moment. I think this is a $200 box all day long, so I'm saying it's half the price that it should be at the moment. And now that it's finally starting to move in price, people are rushing in, people are FOMOing in, and that's really going to push the price up and get things moving. That's how these things happen. They're like snowballs. They just take a while to get going, and then once they get going, they really do start pumping on the charts. So let's have a look. Last sales here, look, 98, 99, 109. So that's from when? 28th. That's from today. From today on TCG Player, you've got 3 sales here at basically 110. So that's another 10% rise just over today. That's what I'm saying. People are FOMOing into these. Every day these are getting ripped as well, so there's less and less supply of sealed on the market. They're not going to print more Elite Trainer boxes of these. There's, I would say, less than a 5% chance that you'll get another wave of Elite Trainer boxes. There's also the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box. What I like about this is it's a Elite Trainer box plus, which was a little thing that they started doing in for some of the sets in Sword and Shield. Famously, they started, I think, with the Zacian and Zamazenta Elite Trainer Box Plus. I think that was the first one they did. And they only did it on a few sets, and it just makes it more of like a niche item, more of a collector's piece. It displays really well. It's starting to go up in value as well. Obviously, the pack to cost ratio is not as good, but on a lot of the modern Elite Trainer boxes, the Pokemon Center exclusive version, although they have like stamped promo cards in them now, the actual outside isn't that much different. You might have a little bit of a different graphic, but this is almost like a completely different product. I think it looks so cool. I would love one of these in my collection, but I think I missed the boat. It's a little bit too expensive for me now to justify buying one. I mean, for this cost, you could get like 2 Scarlet and Violet base set booster boxes for this price. So for me, the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes, although I think they're cool, they're just, I can't justify buying them because I prefer a better pack to cost ratio on my sealed, like the original Elite Trainer box. I don't have any of this sealed in my collection. I don't even have a sealed Crown Zenith. I'm kind of tempted to buy one because it's like my last chance to buy one. But instead, at the moment, I'm just picking up the cards from it. So I've been buying slabs, PSA 9s of these cards, but only when like the 9 is like similar to the raw price. I prefer buying slabs just because you have that authenticity from PSA and you know it's in a really nice condition as well. And I'm quite heavy-handed with stuff as well. Like sealed, I'm not too bad because I can just sit it down over there, or I've got a lot of higher cost sealed in my collection and I've just got in boxes that I don't open. But yeah, with a slab, you know, like I've just got like piles of slabs here and I just, you know, play with them and enjoy them and I can handle them, and yeah, it's all nice. So there's a few there. There's some more on the way. I've really started buying more slabs over the last few weeks, to be honest. I've been primarily like 90% sealed, 10% slabs up until then, but it's starting to sway a little bit, especially now. There's a bit of a run on Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield. I'm enjoying collecting again as well. It's not all about the money for me. So let's have a look at some of these products then. So this is one of these sets. I believe this is a US exclusive. It's going for over retail now on eBay, but it's still quite a crazy deal. I wish we had these in the UK. Look how many packs you get. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 packs of Crown Zenith. That's absolutely nuts in a collection box. And for like $90. Bear in mind, right, the Elite Trainer box, which is pretty much like the best we can do over here, is like $100 for 8 packs. So, I mean, yeah, what does that actually calculate out as? $100 for 8 packs. $12.50 a pack on the Elite Trainer box. But then these collection boxes are crazy. I mean, yeah, you pay a premium for the Elite Trainer box because it's a collectible in itself, and it'd be easier to move on the back end, but the pack to cost ratio on this is actually really mad. I would recommend, if you're in the US and you want to pick up Crown Zenith, to go for this box. It is the Sea and Sky Premium Collection, so 90 divided by 15, $6 a pack. Like, that's so cheap, and it's going to look even cheaper when I break down the cards. So we actually do have this box over here in the UK. There's a Zacian and there's a Zamazenta version as well, and these came out I think way later. Crown Zenith is one of those sets that got printed into the ground. They just did wave and wave and wave after the Elite Trainer boxes, and they just couldn't destroy the value on it. Like, it just held the value, and that is such a positive sign. Now it's like basically completely out of print. It's just gonna continue to climb up. So yeah, this is the other box that is possible. There's two variants, the blue one and the red one, the Zacian and the Zamazenta. I don't know how many packs are in this, but roughly from the photo it looks like 12 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, looks like 6 on each side, 12 packs. Again, pretty decent pack to cost ratio, $100 for 12 packs rather than 8 packs on the Elite Trainer box. So we'll calculate that out. 100 divided by 12, yeah, $8 a pack. So that's why this collection box is absolutely bonkers for that price. And if you'd have picked it up even cheaper at retail, then, well, look, you can even buy 2 here for $85. So $85 each, so you save even more. It's just a no-brainer. Like, if I was in the US, I would just be going floor to ceiling with that. I wouldn't be buying any slabs. I wouldn't be buying any other sealed at the moment. I would just be buying as many of these collection boxes as possible. It's absolutely nuts. Crown Zenith is going to have a massive run up in price, and this is why. So let's have a quick look at the set here. So this is in price order for raw. The raw prices on PokeData are always like a little bit below what they should be, because it takes an average of its last few data points. So as the price increases, it's also averaging on some older ones at a lower price. So whenever you're looking at raw prices on something like PokeData, you should always cross-reference with things like TCG Player, price charting, eBay, whichever you prefer. They're all good options. I use a mixture of all of those to make my decisions. But yeah, let's have a look then at the most valuable cards in the set. Now, the 4 that really stand out are obviously the gold cards. We've got the Giratina V-Star, the Arceus V-Star, the Origin Form Palkia, and the Origin Form Dialga. I think these 4 cards are some of the most iconic cards from the whole set and from Sword and Shield as a whole. I think that when you're looking at cards to increase in value over time, and for people to FOMO into buying cards, which will really push the prices up of single prices and slabs, and in turn push the price of sealed up as well. You want recognizable cards that you're going to remember and it's going to stick in your head. And these 4 gold cards, I think, are some of the most iconic cards of the last sort of 4 years, really. It's difficult because Sword and Shield has a lot of good cards as well. Obviously, like, you've got your Moonbryon, your Lugia, your Charizard Alt Art. You know, when you're thinking about the most iconic cards in Sword and Shield, maybe these don't stand out as the top sort of 5, but they're up there. They're definitely up there. And if you see these talked about more and you see the price going up, it's almost justified in your head that it's going up. So let's have a little look at these raw prices then. So we've got the Giratina V-Star at $200 raw. Again, these are rough prices. The Arceus is then $130. Also, interesting with the Giratina as well, the cost of the Alt Art Giratina from Lost Origin, that's skyrocketing in price as well, and that actually has an effect on this Giratina going up in price as well. That's one of the reasons why it's pulling ahead on everything else. We also have this Mewtwo as well, which is crazy card. $115 raw. Like, this set is old, and you can see, right, with these collection boxes, your pack to cost ratio isn't that bad. So you can get packs for fairly cheap, but the singles are just holding mad value. And this is raw price as well. Look, top row here. Okay, so In fact, top 4. Okay, top 4 cards here, $100 raw or more. Giratina is twice that. That's kind of crazy already, just having those as chase cards. But then we start looking, look, then we've got the Leafeon, the Suicune, we've got the Glaceon. So I've just bought the Leafeon. I've got the Glaceon in the mail on a PSA 9. I want to get the Suicune. I kind of want the Entei as well. Like, the Entei is so iconic as well. The Galarian Gallery on this set is so huge, and there's so many nice artworks. Look, as I start to go down in price on all of these, look, it's just banger after banger of like nice artworks, and some of these are so undervalued in my opinion. I could see it's difficult to say which one of these singles might go up in price over time. I love this Lumineon. I can never say it. Lumineon. This card basically here. I love this card. It's so nice. But then even if we just go down a little bit, look, we're on row 1, 2, 3, 4, row 5. Look at this Zamazenta. Like, it looks so good. And this Simsir, like, everything is just so nice. Even this Pikachu, that's like row 6, row 7. Even here, look at this, row 8 or row 9. We've got this Samurott. That is such a beautiful card. Just look at it. It's so nice. And it's so cheap. Like, there's just so many nice artworks in this set. And I think some of these cheaper cards as well will appreciate in price as well as we start looking back from the future with rose-tinted glasses at how nice this golden era of Pokemon is. I think more and more people will collect Crown Zenith in the future as well as the price goes up. As stupid as that sounds, I think as the price goes up on these big hitters, more and more people will collect the full set. But yeah, my goal basically is to get at least a PSA 9 in these top 2 rows. I don't really care about the Darkrai. The Darkrai for $32 can sit at home, but all of those other cards, I just love them. The artwork on that is amazing, and I want this as well. I want the Lumineon V as well. I remember before Crown Zenith came out, I really thought that this was going to be a banger card, like a chase card. I'm so surprised that it's $11 raw, but I suppose it's just a normal Galarian Gallery card, and when it's got to compete with all this other stuff as well. So I think singles wise, obviously your gold cards are going to do well. The Mewtwo's going to do well because it's so iconic. Obviously the Leafeon and the Glaceon, the artworks are insane. Same with the Suicune, and they're also getting pushed up in value because of Prismatic Evolutions being out, everyone going on an Eevee hype. Let's have a look at the top heavy hitters then and what's actually going on with their prices. So top card, the king of the set, the Giratina V-Star gold card. Look at what it's doing. This is for raw price, okay, on TCG Player. In the last 3 months, it's gone from $100 to $209 on the average. So it's gone up 108% in the last 3 months. It's really starting to move now, and that's just for raw. Look, near mint hollow foil, $229 last sale, and that's from today. Earlier today, $207. So already it's starting to swing up in price. It's gone up what, $13 in one sale. So the difference in price from this morning. In fact, what is the cheapest one from this morning? The cheapest one from this morning is, yeah, $207. Look, one sold there. Look, $240 for the raw. Like, it's just accelerating up in price. Let's look at the 1 month chart. Look, even in the last 1 month, it's up 10%, but it's only just starting to move. And like I said, everyone on YouTube is going to start talking about this now. It's all starting to move. It's your last chance to buy into it. It's such a fire set. If you're a seal collector, get some Elite Trainer boxes, or if you're in the US, get some of those collection boxes, the C boxes. If you like the singles, buy these in singles. Do you know what I mean? Even if you can't afford the Giratina. I can't afford the Giratina at the moment. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. It's not in my budget at the moment because I still like to buy sealed too. You know, there's still some nice cards that are affordable. Look at this. The Glaceon, $44 raw. The Leafeon, $46 raw. And they're all moving up in price as well. So maybe maybe you can get into those cards. and slowly build out your set like I'm planning to do. I'm also going to be looking to trade some product towards these gold cards as well. Let's have a look then. PSA 10, because it's important to see what the PSA 10s are doing, because that again pushes up the seal price, pushes up the raw price. Last sale, $504, and they had to do an import from Canada as well to get that. It's not even like they could do that domestically to get that price. That's from today, last sold, and that's on an auction too. That's not even a buy it now, that's an auction, so that's a fair price for it. $504 for the PSA 10 Giratina. Let's have a look at the Arceus then. Arceus is up 108% as well in the last 6 months. In the last 3 months, okay, the chart broke. 1 month? Yeah, last 1 month, 42% in the last 1 month. It's gone from 95 raw to 136. Let's have a look at last sales then. Last sales, 135, 130, 124. These are raw prices, guys. It's accelerating up in price. Crown Zenith, do not sleep on it. Once those collection boxes all sell out as well and all get ripped as well, the price is going to go mad. Last sale, 362 for the PSA 10. I think that's pretty reasonable, actually. 312 other last sale. And do you know what's interesting about these? Those 2 sales are imports from the UK. So the last cheapest sale for the Giratina was an import from Canada to the US. The last 2 for Arceus were imports from the UK. And I've talked about this a lot on my channel. Like, there is so much more international arbitrage going on. That's when people buy something in one country and sell it in another. eBay is opening up so much more, and it's getting so much easier for people to sell internationally on eBay, and eBay's going to continue to do that and make it easier and easier by handling all the international shipping and just making it easier and easier, and that just levels out the markets. This is why my channel is such a valuable resource for so many people that live in both the UK and the US, because I compare both markets, and quite often what happens is one market will pull ahead with a price on something like a bit of sealed product, and then it will take a few weeks for the UK to catch up, or vice versa. The UK will pull ahead because we'll run out of stock, and you can kind of see in the future what will happen to then the US stock, because then you run out of stock a month later, 2 months later, and then you match us in price. I'm the only person, I think, on YouTube that is comparing international markets successfully and making insane predictions that are all coming true on YouTube. Go back on the channel. I've got over 12 months worth of content of predictions, price predictions, recommending on what to invest in, and nearly all of it's come true. If you'd have listened to even 1% of the predictions that I've made and recommendations that I've made over the last year, you would have made yourself a lot of money. So let's just have a look at what's going on with the other cards then. Mewtwo V-Star, okay? Mewtwo V-Star, insane artwork. Just having a casual anime DBZ style fight with Charizard. Absolutely insane card. I'd love to own this card, but it's getting more and more expensive. This is your last chance to buy into these cards before they hit the moon. 104% increase in price over the last 3 months. It's gone from $57 raw to now $117 average. Last sales 117, 125, 113. Let's have a look at what the PSA 10 is going for. Last sale from today, buy it now, $300 for the PSA 10. This isn't even the top chase card. This isn't even the second chase card. This is the third heaviest hitter in the set. $300 in a PSA 10, and it's going up and up and up. Next up, we've got the next gold card, Origin Form Palkia. Look at that chart. Look at that chart. What more do I need to say? Last 3 months, again, up 91% in price. Last sales, $95, $94, $82, $83, $107 raw. Let's have a look at the PSA 10. PSA 10 last sold $250. Okay, $250. And look at this. The one before it, classic, $140 arbitrage from the UK. This is what I'm saying. But US to US, $150. Like, it is like just going up and up and up in price. I don't even think this $143 is going to ship, because they're going to realise they're going to cancel that, because it's an auction and only one person bid and they sniped it. And yeah, that person isn't going to ship it for that, I almost guarantee. Or it's a V-Star Universe card. Is it the Japanese version? Let's have a look. No, it's the English one. I would be very surprised if that English seller actually ships that for $143, especially when it's selling for $250 today. So yeah, $250 for the fourth most popular card in the set in a PSA 10. Origin Form Dialga, similar sort of story. 74% increase in the last 3 months. Last sales, 85 raw. You got light played for 60, light played for 60, MP for 50. Here you go, near mint, another one, 83, 84, about $84 on the average for raw. PSA 10, $275. $275. They're just creeping up and up in price. Like, this looks cheap to me as well. I know $275 sounds a lot, but for a PSA 10 of one of the gold cards from Crown Zenith, I can't see that not being worth more in 12 months from now. Plus, then you get to enjoy having it in your collection, or just keep it in your collection. Never sell it. Do you know what I mean? I would love to collect the top 2 rows. Like I said, these top 2 rows, all the gold cards, the Mewtwo, the Leafeon I've got in a 9, the Glaceon I've got in a 9 coming, the Suicune I'm scoping out one in a 9. Yeah, I'd like the Entei as well. I really don't care for the Darkrai. I just don't like the artwork on it. Look, even if you scroll down, even this Pikachu is nice as well. And I want the Lumineon as well. Even the Simsir is kind of cool too. There's just so many good artworks in this set. It's kind of crazy. Right, let's move on. Otherwise, I'm going to be talking forever. Right, here's the Leafeon. I'm not going to look at all of like the singles prices for the last couple, but look, here's the Leafeon and the Glaceon selling together as a bulk deal for $300, so $150 each. Here's the Leafeon selling singly for $168. That's today. $164 today. $150 today. Everyone is FOMOing into getting these in PSA 10s at the moment, and that is going to push prices up. It's going to push raw prices up. It's going to push sealed prices up. More sealed is getting ripped every day as well, and they're not making any more of it. Let's have a look at the Suicune then. Suicune in a PSA 10, last sold yesterday on an auction, $157. I think that's a deal. I would have bought that if I was in the US. And then here's the Glaceon as well, holding strong, $150 in PSA 10. Beautiful looking card. I'm so hyped. I literally pulled the trigger on it this evening, so that's coming to me from UK eBay. I paid slightly over the odds, slightly more than market for the PSA 9, but only by like 5%, and I'm really hopeful that it's all going up in price. I mean, that's what the whole video is about. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Crown Zenith is an absolutely insane set, and where it's starting to move now, I can see it doing really good things over the next 12 months and onwards. Make sure you subscribe down below to never miss an opportunity. I'll always point out plays to you. I tend to keep my sealed collection kind of a little bit private on what I'm holding. Although I'll tell you what I'm buying, I won't tell you everything that I've got in the back. Maybe one day I will for the fans, but I am posting quite regularly on Instagram now and showing what slabs and singles I'm buying. So if you're interested on that, give me a follow on Instagram at PokePond1. So at PokePond with a 1 on the end. Someone stole my username, so I had to do PokePond1. If you're interested in which sort of singles and slabs I'm buying. Today I also launched Join, so you can join as a member, you can join down below, you can support the channel, you can pay a small amount and you'll get like custom badges and stuff like that. I'll add some emojis. The higher tier, in fact, all the tiers, you'll get like a shout out at the end of the video, because I appreciate you supporting me as well. I'll do a little screen and shout everyone out, and I'll do that for every single video whenever you're subscribed. It does really help me out, and I'm going to put all the money into making the channel better. And I mean, the goal is to one day reduce my hours from my day job. I want to cut one day a week down, and it's a long way off at the moment, but as soon as I can work 4 days a week instead of 5 days a week, then I can put out so much more content, and I'm really excited that one day I'll be able to do that. But if you want to support the channel, then do that, join down below. I've also released a God tier down there as well. That has a very interesting new perk on it that I want to talk about quickly. If you subscribe to God tier level, I will add you on Instagram, and I will be there at your beck and call. I will respond same day to any questions. If you're on that God tier level, you can use me as a resource. If you're seeing something, you're thinking, if you've got a question, do I want to buy this? Do I want to buy that? What do you think? What's your opinion? Do you think this set's going to move? Subscribe to the God tier. I will answer every question, and I'll try and answer it all same day as well. So that service is available if anyone wants it as well. Just thought I'd let you guys know that launches today. And yeah, if not, if you're new to the channel, every single Saturday as well, I do a video covering sealed product, all the plays, what I would invest in, what all the best products are that are going up in value at the moment, so that you don't have to track the markets. Anyway, guys, hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.